So, today is the day before Thanksgiving, and they just worked right up to the...
They got done about noon today.
Yeah. So,
they come in and stained the windows and done some staining, and so it smells like stain in here.
It does. But tomorrow all that food will be cooking. I don't think you'll smell it.
No.
You'll be smelling.
And it looks so nice. We can't wait to do a whole video on it. It looks nice.
We have different clips that we're going to put together. And Mr. Brown wants to do, a better video of the whole deal. So, but we just want to show you a few clips of what's been going on and why we haven't been on in the last several days. Things have been pretty busy. So here at the last minute, our 4-season sun porch is done and ready for Thanksgiving. And we'll go more into detail about that, because I can tell you right now that I'm going to really enjoy this thing. I know some people are really concerned about, you're really going to miss your porch. It's still our porch.
Yes.
It's just closed in and controlled. Climate, weather control.
Just a better control, but it's wintertime. It's going to be full of sun, because the way this house faces, the way I tried to build this house, these windows are going to be full of sun. It's going to warm up in here, and plus we can regulate our heat in the main house from this room.
And in the springtime when it's not so hot, we can open everything up and just...
Oh, yeah.
It'll be great. And then...
we'll have to fight the flies, maybe.
And the mosquitoes. But our biggest thing anymore here on this hill is, in the deep part of summer, our humidity is so bad here that you can't open anything up as far as windows and stuff. So you got to keep the air conditioner running 24/7 and to keep the mold out of the house. But our front porch... Everything on the porch had mold all over it, didn't it?
Yeah.
That's how bad the humidity is. So we'll be able to put a dehumidifier in here and control all that. So I really love it so far.
We might put in on one of them little floor air conditioners if we need to run occasionally if we need to.
But anyways, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Tomorrow's the day.
Happy Turkey Day.
Happy Turkey Day. And I don't know, y'all may have already been traveling. If you have, I hope you got to where you was going safely. You may have family coming into your home, and we hope they all make it to your home safely too. So if you're traveling, be careful. And don't eat too much.
Don't eat too much. We've been eating pretty light lately, ain't we, really?
Yeah.
We've been so busy.
We had fried chicken and gravy and white bread tonight, didn't we?
Yeah, I have eaten 4 drumsticks tonight.
That's not very many.
Not really.
Not really. They were little.
Whenever I eat wings and I got that big pile of wings. Yeah. A lot of bone in there, not much meat.
Let's see. So far, I've got 3 pumpkin pies, because that's our main pie on Thanksgiving. It's pumpkin pie. Plus, I got to tell y'all this. My son and daughter-in-law homeschool my youngest granddaughter and my youngest grandson, Preston and Mackenzie. So they done a project where their mama, and they had bought some really nice, they were living in Rochester, New York, but they're home right now. And they bought some really nice pumpkins. They say they have beautiful farm stands and stuff like that around that area. And part of the homeschool, I don't know if it was maybe a science project or what it was. But
it was a field trip.
But it was, Samantha's really good at this, my daughter-in-law. She was teaching the kids from harvest to pie. You know, what it takes from picking that pumpkin to, I don't know, she probably roasted it in the oven like I did. But she ended up doing that, and they done it together, and then she pureed it. They pureed it together, her and the kids. And then they brought it all the way to Arkansas. It stayed in the refrigerator in the fifth wheel, and they brought it all the way to Arkansas for Nanny to make.
They were here a month and a half ago, and then they're going to Hawaii. Yeah,
she's gonna work in the ICU at some big hospital.
I don't know. Honolulu.
Is it Honolulu?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody asked me that and I couldn't remember.
That's the Honolulu.
Honolulu.
Honolulu. Honolulu.
So it's the big hospital there, and she'll be working in ICU, I think, a couple months. So they're going to have that experience.
She's got a 2-month contract at least.
They're going to have that experience of living, and they've got a nice place to live close to the beach. So my son and the kids, he'll be homeschooling the kids. This is her turn to work, and he's going to be homeschooling.
I tell him he's going to be a beach bum. They've got a place leased right on the beach, so right on the water.
They live a very adventurous life, and you might as well do it while you're young and let your kids experience too. So
that decision was made in a matter of a day and a half.
Yeah,
and my son said, "Let's pack up," and away they come, and they're back in Arkansas right now. But
they leave out. I think they leave out December 1st or 2nd.
Wednesday 1st.
Yeah, to go. But anyways, so all the other kids, they're busy too. They're working, but they're all going to be here.
Tomorrow
evening, yeah.
And we got a little bit more room for them.
Yeah, I'm going to be able to set up 2 tables, one out here and one in the cabin, so it's all going to work out good. And we're supposed to get rain tonight and first thing in the morning, and then it's supposed to clear off.
And get cooler.
And get a little bit cooler, but it'll be nice. The sun's supposed to shine a little bit, so maybe it'll get on out of here. But anyways, we know it's late. The night before, I almost said Halloween.
Christmas.
That's the night before Thanksgiving, but we wanted to get on here really quick and tell y'all happy Thanksgiving. We want y'all to have a
happy. Y'all have blessed us so much.
Very much. So many gifts and letters still, and
friendships and comments, and
y'all are already sending me Christmas cards, and I've got them already getting piled up to hang up. Just so much going on.
We wouldn't be able to do all we're doing without the help of everybody.
We couldn't do this without y'all. So, Thanksgiving to me, and I'm sure, to me, it's celebrating the harvest. Because you've went through summer and you've worked so hard and you've harvested all this food and you've canned and you've put up and all that. And on into the fall, you're still harvesting. So now we're done.
So I'll read a fact to you about the harvest right quick. We got a few fun facts about Thanksgiving. It says, why did the Pilgrims first celebrate Thanksgiving? The feast they celebrated in 1621 in Plymouth was the result of a good harvest.
That's what I think. Yes. And it's giving thanks for the harvest.
It was giving thanks for their harvest. They had a large harvest, so they had a feast.
And we give all that grace and glory to God.
Amen to that.
Any more fun facts?
Sure. This one here is a little controversial to me.
Okay.
Historians believe the Pilgrims served wild game and vegetables instead of turkey at the first Thanksgiving. Now, I have no idea, but they did have wild turkey, and wild turkey would have been and could have been served. I wouldn't necessarily think they may have had domestic turkey, but it says wild game, so
we'll leave it at that.
It could be a wild turkey.
I think they did eat fish.
Oh, I'm sure they ate whatever they had, but plus their crops.
Right. Yes. I'm going to read one. This is about the Mayflower. The Mayflower facts. Do you know what the Mayflower was?
Of course, it was a ship about 90 feet long.
It was 90 feet long. The Pilgrims sailed 66 days across the ocean.
I would have thought it would have took longer than that.
You'd have thought.
Of course, that's 2 months and 6 days roughly, so that's a pretty good while on a 90-foot boat.
But this is what's bad. They ate the same thing every day while on the Mayflower. They ate moldy cheese, salted beef, hard biscuits, dried beans and peas, butter, cabbage, and porridge, and fish. Every day.
Well, you think they had all that in the same every day? You think they? That sounds like a pretty big meal to me.
Yeah.
I believe I could have beans and peas.
We could make it on that every day, yes.
If we had to.
But, they couldn't cook on there.
No, I said it was too rough. The waves the ocean was too rough. I was afraid to catch. Don't forget the ships were made out of wood.
And it'd catch on fire if they had a very big. If they had a wood cook stove on there, can you imagine?
No.
Catching that boat on fire.
Not to mention you'd have to pack a lot of wood to cook very much. But.
Now it says they originally had 2 boats. The first was called the Speedwell. And I don't remember that in school. I remember the Mayflower.
Just some things, that we just don't know.
It said it wasn't big enough, so they needed two ships. The Speedwell was old and it leaked.
So basically, the Speedwell, they took off together, it and the Mayflower, and the Speedwell got to leaking so bad, they turned around and went back. So that's why you end up with just a Mayflower. And there were 102 people on the Mayflower, 32 sailors, 70 pilgrims. Some were children. Now, do you know what a pilgrim is?
I've heard John Wayne say that to somebody.
Pilgrim, yeah. Pilgrim means foreigner or traveler from afar.
I didn't know that till you read it to me.
Means foreigner or traveler from afar.
That's a good, fun fact.
Do you know how many turkeys they estimate? This is a low number to me. I figured it'd be more than this. How many turkeys are eaten Thanksgiving every year?
2,157,000.
Yeah. There's 330 million people in the United States.
Okay.
46 million turkeys.
Wow.
I figured it'd be 100 million, but.
Well, some people don't like turkey. Some people like
ham. You remember that Thanksgiving that we had Mexican?
Yeah. We had Mexican food one Thanksgiving. We sure did.
And it was.
And the kids loved it.
Hey, I'm ready to do it again.
The kids loved it. But this year, we're doing traditional. We're thinking about doing Italian Thanksgiving, sometime, just to change it up a little. And I can tell you why we done that. Really, is because when you marry, and you got all these kids, and they marry, and you got all your in-laws, they go to 40 different Thanksgiving dinners.
40.
And then they end up at our house. And it's like, I'm so tired of turkey and ham. So that year I said, well, we're not doing turkey and ham. We're just going to have, we made enchiladas. We had the
Is that the year we made all them tamales?
All them tamales.
Oh, man. We got to do that again.
It was good, too.
Yeah, it was. I mean, like I said.
You're just celebrating the harvest, so it really
Celebrating the harvest. We'll eat what we have.
That's right.
Eat what we have. So
it says, blah, 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 blah. Okay. It says the Speedwell and the Mayflower departed on August 5th, 1620. Then like you said, they turned around because the Speedwell was leaky. The Mayflower departed, I can't even talk, on September 6th, 1620. It arrived in Cape Cod on November 9th, 1620.
So the first celebration was in 1621. They got after it, didn't they?
They did. They didn't waste no time.
So the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade began in...
I have no clue.
1924.
Wow. I remember...
With only 400 employees.
I remember seeing old footage of the old parades and stuff.
So which state do you think consumes the most turkey during Thanksgiving?
I cheated. I know which one it says.
I know, but it makes sense, doesn't it? Because there's a lot of people there.
Mm-hmm. California.
California,
consumes the most turkey.
State of California consumes the most turkey. Do you know who officially made, who officially declared Thanksgiving a public holiday?
Abraham Lincoln.
Do you know what year it was? Abraham Lincoln in
1822.
Abraham Lincoln was the president.
I don't know.
You got to do your history.
I have been out of school too long.
1863.
I wasn't too far off.
1863. So that was, let's see, I was born in 1963.
Mm-hmm. That's a long time before you was born.
Well, I was born in 61, so I was almost 100 years old. I mean, that was 100 years after before I was born.
Before you was born.
100 years.
We're sitting, of course, y'all can probably see we're sitting in the sunroom right now and really enjoying it. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of times I've been coming out here because we got the wood cook stove cranking every night. Whew, it gets warm in there, and I can come out here and the temperature is perfect. Isn't it, Mr. Brown?
It's wonderful.
Anyway,
it is good.
We wanted to get on here and wish y'all a happy Thanksgiving. We want y'all to enjoy yourself. Keep it simple and just enjoy whoever you're with. And if you're not able to go anywhere and be with anybody, if you're having to spend Thanksgiving Day alone, just know that me and Mr. Brown are thinking about you. You're in our heart. Wish you was here to eat with us.
Wow. Me too. We'd have to have a bigger house.
We just keep building on.
Maybe sitting outside in the leaves.
Hey, as long as it's a pretty day, they wouldn't care.
Because you're over 250,000 subscribers now. 251 or something the last time I looked.
You know, it's just so, it's amazing to me.
It is.
Sometimes I can't believe it. It's like, I don't believe this. Is this real?
And there's so many good people. My goodness. So many good people.
You know, I know people that are that have tried to do a channel, and they're still trying to, and they get so discouraged because of a few meanness comments. But this is what I tell them. I say, boy, I know, because we've had some doozies, let me tell you.
We still have some doozies.
But I can tell you that the kindness and how much kindness we get from y'all overrides
trillions.
The ignorance and the meanness of adults. So if you're trying to start a channel, just always know that there's so many good people out there. There's so many, and that's what I tell people. Don't let them one or two or whatever. Just it ain't gonna run it for you.
She started this channel with the help of Miss Vicky at the time. You know, she encouraged her, and it was really but I mean, she likes to help people. So she thought she would maybe teach somebody to cook or give somebody an idea how to fix for a family, and had no idea that it would grow like it has. But you've been on there almost 3 years, right? So we're shooting for $500,000.
Mm-hmm.
And
so
we're over $250,000.
We still want to be here with y'all when we retire.
Yes.
Because we're going to be able to put so much more into it when we retire, plus traveling and all that. But see, we still got, 4 years?
Somebody does.
Somebody does. It'll probably be me. He's thinking 3 years. But we want to be here. We want to be here when we retire, so we can share our retirement with y'all too. So
yes, we want to be able to put more time, focus on maybe some things that we hadn't got to focus on very much, and just share our life with you.
And that's pretty much what we've, it's, we've homesteaded all of our life. We're not known as a gardening channel, or I guess I'm known more as a cooking channel because that's what I started doing. you know, when you're not known as certain things, but the thing of it is, homesteading, you do all that.
It's a way of life.
It's a way of life. You're not just cooking or canning or gardening or doing whatever it takes to be self-sufficient. We do all that and always have since our younger days. So that's the kind of channel we are. And we're real. We're going to keep it real.
No, I don't care how big she gets on the channel as numbers. We're not going to put anything out there that's not real.
No.
It ain't. I wouldn't want to do it. She wouldn't want to do it, and we are who we are, and we're just not going to do them kind of things.
We're just going to give it.
If everybody stopped watching tomorrow, I'm still not going to get on there and do something that's not real. Homesteading is such a broad. It's broad.
Yes, it is. It's very broad.
It's very broad. But if you can do just a little bit, basically our goal, and we had no choice in our younger years. We had to be more self-sufficient. That was just life. That's just the way it was. So we've always clung to that, to be more self-sufficient. And if the grocery stores get emptier, who knows?
You know, I've been thinking about this, and y'all can comment below and tell us if y'all be interested. I've thought about, and it would probably be an hour long or so video of, say, Mr. Brown sitting down and just talking, starting from his young to our marriage, things that we had to do to survive, all the different jobs he had, because he always had 3 going on, how he provided for his family, and it's going to be almost like an interview, a deep down interview.
Boy, you're putting a load on my back.
And then we can do one maybe on Miss Lori, but Miss Lori, I'm telling you, Miss Lori could write a book, but that's a whole different.
That's a.
Hey, this video's getting too long. We're supposed to be wishing
getting too long. It's supposed to be short and sweet.
I've got my pumpkin pies made. I've got a big batch of oatmeal chocolate chip cookies because my grandson that's been with us for a few days said that's what he wanted for Thanksgiving. I've got a Sakatumi cake made. Yes. Tomorrow.
And I haven't been in the cake.
He's not touched nothing
or
but
the pies.
I've got pumpkin bread made. We're keeping it kind of limited this year because we're going to spread it on into the Christmas. We're not going to just... This is the thing, y'all. We always have too much food. And
I don't know her name. She cooks and cooks and cooks, and we needed 30 more people here.
Yeah, and I wish we could. I really do.
I do too.
And
we do try to take some to the neighbor. We got a neighbor lady. We'll try to take her some.
But we don't need all that food.
We absolutely don't need all that food.
Too many desserts. So we're just keeping it simple. Did it sound very simple? It is. I'm not making all the pecan pies and all that stuff.
Well, now
that's for Christmas.
Okay.
That's coming for Christmas.
I love them pecan pies.
I know you do. So, but you know that's always been my fault. I want to do them all.
I know you do.
At one time, and the kids are like, "Mom, quit cooking all that."
Especially this year, I don't know how many of them. I think in circumstances, some of them not going to have 2 or 3 meals this year, so they're going to get to eat mostly here, I think.
Yeah. Well, at least 2 of them. That's true. But anyways, we're going to have plenty. And the girls told me, Mom, don't cook so much this year.
And what did I tell you?
Don't cook so much this year.
Oh, yeah.
The grandkids could care less about anything as long as they got Nanny's southern cornbread dressing and mashed potatoes.
That's all they want.
That's all they want.
That's all Jeremy wants. Just dressing. And I always thought that was odd to me.
What?
Mashed potatoes with dressing. I don't know why.
Why? We always had that.
I don't remember having that when I was younger.
No, this is the odd thing. And y'all can tell us. My son-in-law, Jeremy, he grew up like this. We grew up when we made a big pot of spaghetti. We had
that's what it is, isn't it?
we had a salad and usually garlic bread, and that was our meal because
Yes.
that was plenty of starch.
Too much.
Jeremy, to this day, my son-in-law, he gets on to Allison because he said if you have spaghetti, you had to have mashed potatoes with it.
I don't understand that.
He grew up that because his nanny.
We're talking about a guy that ate ravioli out of a can.
That's because he worked hard.
I know. He would put it on the exhaust of the equipment, manifold, and heat it up.
And ate it. Oh, he's got a steel gut, I tell you.
Yeah.
But anyways, you don't have to have a ton of food at Thanksgiving. Like I said, keep it simple. And
all of you that, unfortunately, that don't maybe get to be with somebody, we just think of us.
Yeah, we're there with you. We wish we could all be together, that's for sure. Hey, maybe someday we can.
Whew.
We'd have to have a big place.
We'd have to have a football stadium.
We'd have to have a lot of turkey. and
No.
pecan pie.
We got a few friends over in Mexico, and we're going to have a Mexican feast. That's what we're going to have.
Yes. We may do that again.
I'm ready.
I know you are. You love it.
That's
Okay, we're going to tell them bye.
We are?
Because I've got to get in there and I've got to get stuff going. Get it ready for in the morning.
I've been busy all day too, honey.
Like we said, we just wrapped this up. We've been cleaning, trying to get the sunroom cleaned up.
Not to mention that I had a hot water heater element go out when she needs hot water a lot.
So
I changed that out today. Made a homemade contraption to get all that lime out of the bottom of it.
We have a lot of lime. We have some of the best water in our area. Most of us have wells. We've had to, dig wells. We're not on city water. We have our own water.
But you're going to have lime. We don't have a water softener here. We have had before. We don't now.
No. But it's been 7 years, so.
Done pretty good. The lime was only 6 inches deep.
Oh, was that all? It was time. We're going to let y'all go. Y'all have a good Thanksgiving.
A very happy Thanksgiving.
When you're traveling home, if you're traveling, be careful, please. And
give the good Lord blessing. Give him credit for it.
Give him all the thanks for everything, for our harvest, for our family, for our grace, for everything. So, with that being said,
we love everybody.
We love y'all. And hopefully we'll see you in a couple of days. Don't know what we're going to be doing because we're going to be pretty busy, but we'll be doing something.
I wish I could shout out to several people, but I would forget somebody.
Who do you want to shout out to?
250,000 people. Oh!
Just know that you're all special to us. So God bless everybody.
Everybody's special.
That's right.
One person. No, I can't do that. I'll have several mad at me.
Nobody be mad at you. They're not that kind people.
A lady that likes to hug like I do. What's her name? Debbie.
Debbie,
if you're watching.
Debbie in Texas, who's seen us at Lake Fork.
There's a story behind that because I had been fishing. Y'all, I had been fishing in 150-degree weather. It was hot. And I was like pure soaking wet. And I come in from the lake. And she was up there visiting. She come over from the other side of Dallas.
If y'all haven't seen that video, it's a good video.
And she wanted to hug me. And, I'm a hugger. And I said, girl, She said, I don't care. And she just grabbed hold of me like me a big, I said, and then I got all cleaned up later. And I come back and I said, now I'm going to give you a hug. I give her a big hug then.
When I looked out that window and seen this woman hugging on Danny, I thought, well, that's got to be Debbie. Hopefully that was Debbie. Anyways, God bless everybody. We'll see you in a couple of days.
See you around soon.